Cool. Hey, everybody. Welcome to More Dreaming once again. We are here and joined by Tammy Beckley, and then we have Claudia Hoops as well. Good afternoon. My name is Marcus Duran. I'm from Sir Content. I will be moderating this session today. Before we get started, just like you've heard it over and over and over again, we do have a couple of quick housekeeping items to go over. This session, of course, will be recorded and on demand after the event. Please use the Q&A tab on the right side of your screen, right side, and go ahead and drop any questions that you have for Tammy and Claudia. We'll make sure that if we don't have enough time at the end, that we follow up with you afterwards. You can also find Tammy and Claudia if you click on the speakers tab on your navigation, and you can send them a direct message after the session as well. With that being said, Claudia and Tammy are going to give us a fabulous session today, Better Together, AI-powered marketing solutions. With that, Tammy and Claudia, take it away. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcos. Hi there, and thank you for joining our session, Better Together, AI-powered marketing solutions. We are super excited to be here, and I understand it's the last session, so thanks for sticking around and being here. And yeah, we would love to share today a little bit of our AI wisdom. My name is Claudia, and I've been in marketing, a marketer for a long time now. My passion is in all things digital, including marketing automation and Salesforce, and I started working with it in 2012, so long time for me. As a consultant now, I help organizations driving growth in marketing automation and strategy on the entire Salesforce platform here at Media.Monks. And I'm also leader for one of the B2B marketers user groups in Down Under, and a proud Salesforce marketing champion. And now I'd like to pass on to Tammy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for coming to the last session, I believe, to watch this session. So we really appreciate the time that you've taken. My name is Tammy Beckley. I'm the head of marketing automation at Media.Monks in the C360 Monks. So the C360 Monks are actually the Salesforce partner arm of Media.Monks. And I've been in the ecosystem for over 12 years. I've been a marketer for way too long to even want to mention. That'll give my age away. I've also run a user group for the last 4 years down in Melbourne in Australia. I've been on the Marketing Champions group since its inception, and I'm very privileged to have a seat on the Marketing Cloud Partner Advisory Board at Salesforce itself. So that's a little bit about us. Let's get on with the session.
Awesome. Thank you, Tammy. And before we get started, we would definitely like to acknowledge our incredible sponsors for this event. None of us would be here without them, so thank you very much. In our agenda for today, I will start talking to you a little bit about Meeting the Monks and what we do, as well as what the AI landscape has for us today and looks like. And I will then hand over to Tammy, and she will share some insights about how you can unlock AI, as well as followed by the AI-powered marketing solutions we would like to share with you. As Marcos mentioned, if you do have any questions, please pop them into the chat and the Q&A, and we'll do our best to get back to you after the session or follow up with you, if not. So Meeting the Monks, here at Media.Monks, where Tammy and I both work, we are proud of our unique expertise in culture, commerce, and technology. It's what allows us to create meaningful solutions that make our clients stand out as leaders in AI, setting the bar for innovation, and empowers them to lead the next era of digital. Media.Monks is partnered with the industry's leading AI partners, or AI providers, I should say, from Salesforce to NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, and Meta. Media.Monks is one of the industry's most AI-powered partners and one of the 4 selected AI partners for Salesforce. We are very proud to say that we've been building automation and generative AI directly into our workflows since its inception. And now we are helping our partners and customers to do the same. You can find a few links here on the slide for further reading, which will be available when the slides are available later after the session. Now, to start things off, we wanted to provide a glimpse into the state of all things AI and examining how things started and continue to evolve. Earlier this year, I saw my LinkedIn newsfeed being totally taken over by, I like to say, AI mania, and I'm pretty sure many of you guys have witnessed the same. as you can see here in this little clip from Sundar Pichai's keynote at Google I/O.
AI, generative AI, AI as AI. It uses AI to bring AI.
Bit funny. Was anyone able to count the times how much you said AI? Little joke. So new AI products are launching every day. We already have a multitude of diverse tools to select from the different applications. I remember seeing a busy diagram like this you can see on the slide here for digital marketing platforms many years ago when they were the next best thing. We now have the same one for AI tools. Excuse me. We are in the midst of an incredible digital transformation, and AI is playing a major role in reshaping industries unlike any other technology before. It's not just another hype cycle. AI is truly transformative. Just like the internet revolutionized e-commerce and the iPhone revolutionized social media, AI is driving new behaviors and business models that are redefining entire industries. In fact, 90% of working professionals believe that AI will have a significant impact on their jobs or industries within the next 5 years. The global GDP is projected to increase by 14% by 2030, thanks to the influence of AI, amounting to an impressive $15.7 trillion. And an interesting stat from down under here, 1 in 2 Australians have already embraced generative AI technologies for practical purposes, showcasing the tangible impact it has on everyday life. So generative AI is literally changing everything. Do you remember when the mobile phone became popular? I still remember the times playing Snake on my Nokia 5110. It took 16 years to get 100 million users onto mobile. Then the next best thing was social media, but it took only 2.5 years to get to 100 million users on Instagram. And what happened to AI? It took only 2 months to get 100 million users onto ChatGPT. So when we think what's available now and the potential of AI, it is mind-blowing how it can immediately boost efficiency. Take creative production, for instance. What used to take a long 6 months, as you can see on the left, can now be generated in just 6 minutes using AI technology. It's incredible to witness these immediate efficiencies in action. And the other piece to mention now is the main goal we want to achieve is all about efficiency with AI. You can see on the slide what we believe the key factors marketers need to consider when wanting to do more with less. AI enables marketers to up their game on any of these points, such as being more responsive and generating content faster and in larger quantities, all without sacrificing the quality. And the benefits, they're pretty amazing to see as well. Just imagine boosting your creative performance and being able to quickly adapt to market trends. It's a game changer for everyone. What comes next? Brands these days have the incredible opportunity to harness the power of AI across every aspect of the consumer experience. From commerce to service, AI-generated assistants are making a huge impact. Let me give you a couple of examples here. NHK, a Japanese broadcaster, has been researching Japanese sign language for years and wanted to better serve the deaf community in Japan while meeting the government accessibility mandates. So they invested in technology that could bring important news to the Japanese sign language speakers. The result, which is an amazing application that takes text input and generates a sign language video performance. Meet Kiki, a virtual Japanese sign language interpreter we developed in partnership with NEP. Another example is Spotify. When the Weeknd's tour got cancelled due to COVID-19, Spotify wanted to give fans a personalized experience. So we teamed up with them to create an interactive listening experience with a deepfake version of The Weeknd. Using data from their Spotify accounts, fans received personalized greetings thanks to AI-synthesized voice technology. It's a never-seen-before way to connect fans and artists. It does actually give me goosebumps if I'm telling you about this. Yeah, so what comes next? Enhanced and seamless personalization. I think this is such a big one for all of us marketers. How do we personalize at scale? Content creation has bottlenecked personalization because it is unable to keep pace with the volumes of data produced by digital touchpoints. But AI is once again changing this dynamic. By making data more actionable and supercharging content creation, AI is making true end-to-end personalization possible. You can see a couple of examples again here on the slides, as the BMW Mini being placed into different backgrounds and in different colors based on the underlying model in the image. So with all this in mind, we are in a disrupt or defend moment for marketers. A leapfrog moment where marketers can either embrace the power of AI and disrupt the whole category, or risk falling behind and defending the territory. But keep in mind, with AI, marketers have the incredible opportunity to scale the creative ambition to new heights, like reaching more touchpoints and target demographics like never before. It's a game changer for all of us that can supercharge our marketing efforts. So yeah, I'd now like to hand over to Chemi to take you through how we can unlock AI and build AI-driven solutions. And I can definitely say I'm in the disrupt corner. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that disrupt side, Claudia. I think the two of us have a disrupt personality, which is awesome because it makes sure we're playing in that space all the time, which I guess is why we're here today, right? So let's talk about opportunities that we see for marketers to unlock and tap into the potential of AI. I love this little saying, AI allows us to create the experiences we've always imagined. And don't you like the little play on always imagine, the AI? But essentially, that's exactly what it is. Can you imagine that, the marketer is sitting there saying, I wish I could do this, or I wish we could do that. It really makes, I feel, the art of that possible. So there's a lot of text on the screen, and I'm going to go through it. But this actually comes from an extract that we wrote a co-authored report called Generation AI with Salesforce, which we've recently published. And we feel that these are some tasks that we feel AI will enhance. So I'll give you an opportunity at the end of the session to actually download this report. I love the way it's been written. It's been written sort of in the day in the life of a marketer. And so it's really easy to read and really easy to consume. But essentially what we're saying here is that AI enables marketers to build campaigns from insights right through to execution. So when we think of how AI augments that marketer's journey, we see that ability for AI to connect that consumer insight to those creative touch points, providing those brands with a comprehensive view of each customer insight into delivering that unprecedented experience that generates even more data for you. So things like those real-time interactions or predictive analytics or robust customer profiling are just a handful of ways that we're seeing AI putting customer insight into the marketer's fingertips. And from there, we see brands being able to deliver those incredible experiences and really unique experiences designed specific to customers' needs, which has always been a pain in our side. So what we've done is we've looked at these tasks and we've sort of come up with how we think AI can enhance them. So if I look into the audience segmentation and briefs, those better identify segments, then they're being able to rank them by propensity to convert, and then generating the responding brief campaign off those insights. If we take a look at the virtual production and post-production, those are really the ability to generate entirely new backdrops for creatives and then allow that seamless swapping in and out of models, which is a bit like the BMW or the Mini example that Claudia showed you. Or I don't know if you've experienced the opportunity to be able to see a model wearing different colors of the same jacket. Or we're doing things with makeup brands where you're able to change lipstick colors, eyeshadows, that all that stuff is what AI has given us the opportunity to do. So one shoot, but then being able to change backgrounds and stuff very quickly and very effectively without the costs involved. And then if we look at the production and design and versioning, all the way to analytics and insights by transforming data into those actionable insights and being able to analyze vast amount of data in real time. It's a game changer. we know that AI can be leveraged today from some very familiar technologies and solutions that we cover all these particular tasks. And so if I show you on the next slide, all we've really done here is we've overlaid where on those tasks we think different people play. And so Salesforce plays a huge role, and we'll be talking about more details in this a little bit later, that audience segmentation and brief section and the analytics and insight section, whereas Media.Monks, which is that using our creative production capabilities, and we calling our creative production AI tool synthetic content. So those are tasks that we can undertake from our perspective, and then holistically together, we're landing up delivering some great efficiencies. So if we look at the next slide and we dive a little bit more into the Salesforce platform, we know that Salesforce has had AI for the last 10 years, and they've been able to provide customers with some variety of AI features across the product stack. If I look at this slide, what I've done is we've sort of bucketed everything into 3 buckets. So you've got the optimization for marketing, then we've got the ability for prioritization, so that's marketing and sales, and then the insights piece, which helps the marketing do more and better. So these are things that are around already, and they've been around for some time. So just to call out a couple of them, so we've got the send time optimization. So that's really optimizing email sends, and it's using data like opens, clicks, unsubscribes, complaints, spam, and sort of associate timestamps to create these. What this does is really make sure you get to the top of someone's inbox. So maximizing the opens and making sure you get those opens. The other one is that engagement frequency. So really being able to predict the optimal send frequency for your marketing emails. So making sure you're not sending too many, you're not sending too few. And there's actually a field that goes onto the contact object where it's called the frequency status. And that's then able to be used to filter your prospect lists and create rules to be able to help with frequency of sends. A lot of these products actually align to account engagement, interestingly enough. So the lead scoring piece in under prioritization, where we're leveraging data science and machine learning, it's able to analyze past leads and predict which of the current leads are going to take precedence. So the great thing there is that it helps sales prioritize what leads to start focusing on. The Einstein behavior scoring, another one for account engagement, which identifies the prospects that are demonstrating those buying signals and then scores them based on the engagement patterns. So again, allows the marketers to prioritize which leads to push through to sales and creating those efficiencies. And then the other one that I hadn't heard of before, but when doing the research, sort of came to find out, was one called the key account identification. So this is for people who've got an ABM strategy, account-based marketing strategy, and they're looking to identify key accounts in an organization's database that then they can start to target. And on the insights piece, campaign insights, which is the ability to analyze the prospect's engagement with the campaign assets to start to identify some trends and some anomalies. Can't ever say that word really well. And then the data-driven attribution one. So that's where Einstein attribution merges that campaign influence and the intelligent analysis to improve your campaign attribution accuracy. I know attribution and attribution reporting is a pain in most marketers' sides. So, if that is a pain, this is something you can go, it's there today. You could be looking at this as an option to help you with that reporting. And then the behavior scoring dashboard, where it's the Einstein behavior scoring dashboard that provides a look into how Einstein uses engagement data to create its model. And then by using this, you can view engagement activities that impact your sales opportunities the most. So just getting that data. So those exist today. Next, and Claudia was really lucky to have gone to Dreamforce, and I know Marcus was there as well. But at Dreamforce, they announced a whole lot of like the what's next AI products for marketers. And so under Einstein 1, we've got, again, under optimization, we see things like campaign recommendations. We see things like prompt engineering and grounding for marketers. We see things like campaign briefs and previews and subject line generators. And underneath the insights, which I guess this could go under insights and optimization, is the ability of segmentation via data cloud. Really exciting stuff. And I can imagine that Salesforce has already got another 10 or 20 things ready to launch because they're moving really, really fast in this space. If we start to look at some other businesses like ourselves at Media.Monks, we've got our AI tool at the moment is called synthetic content. So it's synthetic production, and it's the first of its kind in the generative AI, which really helps us create our content. And we leverage AI and automation. So we start to reduce the costs to produce these things. We increase our efficiencies, and we also eliminate those repetitive tasks. So really making sure we're way more efficient. What we do is we start to partner with brands that we work with, and we help them navigate the complex and probably really overwhelming sort of ecosystem of AI products. If you cast your mind back to that slide that Claudia spoke about at the beginning, there's already thousands and thousands of AI products. So it's really hard for a customer to know, which products do I use? And so this is where Media.Monks has gone out, and we started to find the best of those AI products in for those various activities. And so we're able to actually help our customers seamlessly connect the right services with the right AI tools. And so to give you an example of what we do is we start to think about a workflow. So think in this example, what we've done is we thought of the content workflow. How do we generate content? And so the top of your slide, you'll see that's the kind of process that we've been able to map. And then the piece at the bottom of the slide is where we said, right, if we inject AI into certain parts of this process, what are the efficiencies that we can create? And what part of this process needs to maintain and be still be human-based? So, there's always that question, is AI going to shut humans right out? Absolutely no. There will always be a part for humans to play. So you can see the black dots are where we think humans would definitely need to play a part and be involved in, whereas on the green dots we can see where we can inject AI and actually get some amazing efficiency. So you can see there the first three dots, by injecting AI with subject line versions, headline versions, body copy versions, and image generation, we're actually increasing the speed at producing those by 80%. So that's how we're working with clients, is we're mapping the process. We understand the best of the best AI solutions, and then we are able to partner those AI solutions to the parts of their workflow where we are trying to create efficiencies for them. So if we look at this diagram, I guess this is just we saying the smartest data pipeline will always win. So just briefly to explain it, you've got a whole lot of your inputs. So that's your brand features, your historical paid performance information, the insights that you've extracted around your past campaigns, the multidimensional content features that you've had. And then we sort of see AI being able to play a role in that input place where it's able to help with strategy and some data modeling. Then if we go into that sort of the next part of the process, which is the collecting, the building, the transforming, and the generating of content, you can see that we can overlay AI visualization, we can have AI copywriting, subtitling, we can use AI voiceovers. I saw an amazing AI voiceover this week where a guy, it was the same person, but they're able to translate what he's saying in AI based on where your geolocation is and where you're based. So if you're in Germany, he actually speaks in German to you, not in English. So there you can see where we can overlay AI into those. And then if we look at the outputs, things like the creative variations, audience recommendations, creative assets, so that's copy and virtuals and descriptions all together. There's a generative content optimization and AI assisted media buying that can help there. So that's really looking at how we work with that. So if we look at Better Together and AI powered solutions, and we use the Einstein and the Media.Monks examples, and we bring those together, we basically say that faster content creation combined with the power of something like Einstein 1 can really boost campaign efficiency. So we've already started to see this happening with Salesforce and our synthetic production, content production. So here is a little example of how we see it. And so if we combine the elements of AI features with AI-enabled creative production, like our own synthetic production, we can see that marketers can achieve increased efficiencies at much, much greater results. So the Einstein One product unlocks new technologies that uses AI-enabled segmentation or personalization of customer journeys, and it bases that on your CRM data. And then the Media.Monks proprietary synthetic content production tool then delivers AI-enabled enterprise quality content that at an unprecedented level of personalization. So together, adding them together, you see that the two solutions really help marketers deliver on the promise of that personalized journeys at scale, powered by AI now. So just to unpack what that could look like and synthesize with sort of the sequencing of how this could look, if we take personalized journeys at scale, we've got the ability to use the AI Einstein powered segmentation via Data Cloud, which then segments your database for you into the different target audiences. And the AI Einstein One tool has the ability to do create hyper-personalized journeys, which then you can feed the different target audiences into. So you can imagine now hyper-personalize many different journeys, lots of target audiences going into all these different journeys. You're going to need a synthetic content production tool to be able to help you create all that content and deliver that content out at scale to all those audiences on all those channels to get you that ROI and efficiencies. So really, that's kind of how we see the two tools playing together in this instance. And we said this can really be covered across conversion, retention, your nurturing, your win back, any part of that sort of customer journey lifecycle. So how to get there? Build your first party data strategy. Please make sure that, if you're going to want to use synthetic content production and brand experiencing and owning your data, you need to make sure that you're using a really strong, robust first party data strategy. It just helps to ensure that you trust the data, it's accurate, and it's relevant. Then when you've got that first party data strategy in place, you need to begin to evaluate which technologies you're going to want to implement. So making sure you're prioritizing those that are comprehensive solutions that then integrate into several of the features that you're looking for to gain your maximum efficiencies of. So, cast your mind back to that tool that Claudia showed you, or the diagram Claudia showed you earlier. And then start to look at how you can be interoperable. So making sure that you're not just looking at your CRM data in isolation to try and do all of this. Look at things like supply chain data, your location data, and making sure that you can then use that to optimize your promotions to your audiences with effective marketing strategies. So those are three things that we think you should really start to look at. And we dive a little bit deeper into those in the report that we're going to share with you at the end. So our key takeaways, I'm going to leave Claudia to summarize a few of hers, and then we're nearly done.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tammy. And that was awesome, insights. And as I said already, it gave me goosebumps halfway through when going through some of these pieces. And I think what we really need to make sure to take away is that AI is here now because 90% of people believe that it will impact the professional industry over the next 5 years. So it is an opportunity for us to decide, are we disruptors or are we defenders of this era? And when you think about that, in which corner you want to lean towards to, think about that it does enable you to build campaigns from the inside to the execution. So you can build your audiences visit faster, as Tammy went through in the journey building process. And you can do your campaign briefs like AI powered. You can then also with synthetic content, what we went through, produce your content virtually and your posting and your design and your versioning, and then again also your analytics and insights and to optimize the campaign.
We're about to run out of time, Claudia, so I'm going to just jump in and say, I'm not going to give mine on the screen, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to be able to download this link or to use the QR code and download the guide and the report that we've got a lot of the information from. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Marcus, for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for sharing your knowledge on AI with everybody here at Mar Dreaming. everybody thinks that